This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best.
So I'm on this trip with a mate, and suddenly...
Here now, the 5 stages of getting bogged. Denial.
Are we?
Yes, we're fine.
Anger.
Dumb, stupid thing! Ah!
Yeah, I reckon you're beached as, bro.
Not helping Gabe! Ah! Get...
Bargaining. Depression. Acceptance.
7 hours away. 10. Gotcha.
I got stuck in my girlfriend's cupboard. Just going to see if I could fit in there, and I could, but I couldn't get out. Well, I tried to get out and I accidentally broke the door off. She wasn't too happy.
Me and my friends went camping once. We stayed out past like bus times and then we were stuck out there for like the whole night.
I got stuck in my washing machine. You know those milk crates?
And I got stuck in the water, I couldn't get out.
Me and my family went out to a community called Minieri. Then our car broke down at Mataranka. Stayed there for almost 1 week. Yeah, it was a good thing we had family there.
We stopped at Tennant Creek and I went into the bathrooms there and locked it, but then I couldn't unlock it, so I had to slide under the door on the bathroom floor. That was very nice.
I got stuck in a toilet without toilet paper. Actually, I called my brother to come and bring some toilet paper, and he didn't, so I had to improvise and use something else.
I don't think I have one. I don't put myself in situations where I have to be sad. Like I do. Like I'm such an overthinker.
I would say I think we all have points where we like hit a wall. Definitely with school.
I get emotionally stuck a lot. Sometimes I just get so overwhelmed and stressed, like I'm doing a lot.
I feel like I've been mentally stuck before and it's kind of
just like tricky to get out of.
Yeah, exactly. It's tricky to get out of that.
We're all hoping for something. To one level, we'd hope that we'd pass that test tomorrow.
Or that HJs will bring back the stunner deal.
Yeah, but at a deeper level, we could be hoping for our mum to get better or that we'll get married one day. And this is because hope is really important for our mental health. Even a slither of hope can keep some people going for years. But it does feel as if our wheels are spinning out a bit right now. It's really hard to pinpoint, but it feels like this fog of anxiety or this thin layer of hopelessness is just coating everything. Have you felt it too?
The most hopeless. Wow, that's a really deep one.
I don't think I've ever felt like rock bottom hopeless.
Well, I don't think I'm ever hopeless.
Before every single math exam.
Spraining my ankle and being out of sport for 6 months.
I think also when I'm like scrolling through social media, I feel so hopeless.
Yeah.
Might have been when I got asked the question, what does your future look like?
Yeah.
Where do I want to go? What do I want to do?
I feel like heartbreak is always a big one. It's like that feeling everyone talks about, food doesn't taste good, nothing you do that you used to enjoy, you enjoy.
Between the time of like 7th and 8th grade, I had like some moments where I was like, what is this all for? Why am I like here?
And yeah, when you kind of dig yourself into that pit of like just kind of picking on these small things about yourself and
Just all sort of built up. I was chopping myself to bits.
And I felt kind of helpless because I was like, so what do I do now?
I have parents who work in the healthcare industry, and so when COVID first started, I couldn't see my dad for a few months, and I think that felt pretty hopeless.
A few years back, one of my good friends died, so that made me feel pretty hopeless.
In the middle of last year, my grandpa passed away. It just feels a bit unfair. It's like, why is this happening to me, and why is everyone else just like living life normally?
We love it when people come into Bunnings with a DIY car bogging project.
That's not how that works.
And with the lowest prices, we've got you covered.
Single-use shovel, $10.80. Last-ditch attempt with a stick, a desperate $3.20. Swallowing your pride to ask for help, a priceless $350.
If you find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat you with 10 pegs.
We won't do that.
Bunnings Warehouse! Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Oh, time for another free sausage.
Free? Wait, have you been stealing sausages?
Oh.
Wait, how do these ads know what's going on? Is that James?
Our story right now feeds hopelessness. Even at the 10,000-foot view, it's not one thing, it's loads of things. Like our story's full of contradictions. We're more connected, but lonelier than ever. We want more balance, but we're so wired our brains can't stop. We fear social judgment and want instant affirmation. But then we wonder why our shallow identity makes us feel anxious. And then there's the bigger things, like climate change and war. It all hums in the background like a noisy air conditioner.
Why is it so hot?
And that's all before school on a Monday morning. No wonder we feel a little lost and hopeless, anxious and depressed. Our story feeds that every day.
But for some of us, that feeling of hopelessness is more than just background noise. 1 in 3 Aussies experience diagnosable mental illnesses each and every year, such as depression and anxiety.
What do they feel like?
Anxiety is that unrelenting feeling of worry, the feeling of the racing of your heart, the tightness in your chest, or constantly feeling on edge. Depression is that deep sadness that can last for a long period of time. It can really feel like someone's knocked the stuffing out of you and the colour of your world.
My older brother Matt was a PE teacher. He loved to go for a surf and he was in a successful local band. But when I was 14, Matt was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Matt hears internal voices like they're real conversations. And sometimes they abuse him.
You're terrible. You're not.
Schizophrenia changed Matt's world forever. Over time, he lost everything. Lost his friends, lost his job, lost his sense of independence. As a family, I felt like no one understood. No one got what we were going through. It was really hard. Since then, as an adult, I've experienced depression and anxiety. When you're in that space, everything just feels so hopeless. It's like some days you wake up with nothing to look forward to and the day just goes from bad to worse. I share these stories with you because maybe your story is a bit like my story. Maybe you feel like you're treading water. I know the weight that you're silently carrying, the pain that you're hiding behind your eyes. It's okay to not be okay. You're not alone. You need to know that hope exists. Real hope. It's not a lie.
What makes you feel hopeful?
Not much.
Sounds a bit cringy, but love gives me hope.
If the sun's out, I know it's going to be a good day.
A dog, a cat, 2 bunnies, like, they just bring light into your life.
Port tonight. God, they give me hope. God.
My hope is that Isaiah and Sarah will fix the van so that we can get this road trip started. It's episode 4 already.
music and stuff. Like music definitely helped.
People, again, back to
Yeah.
people.
Parents,
Friends.
my mum,
My dad.
even siblings.
My little brother gives me hope. People trying to change the world.
Doing good things for strangers.
But then in that, there's also that little bit of hope of tomorrow might be better.
The idea that possibly in the future things could be better.
My parents, they struggled a lot when they came here, and I feel like if they can go into a whole new environment with all these obstacles in their way and still make it out and be great people, then I feel like that why can't I do it as well?
Sounds very stereotypical, but I prayed. I wasn't really a religious person. It gave me hope, just believing in something that was higher than myself.
To let the rest of our lives decide.
We all need hope. Actively tuning into those small hopes like your goals or your friends counterbalances against all that background noise.
At my lowest, having friends who actually listened, getting a mental health care plan from my GP, and talking with a psychologist was really helpful for me. But we all need a deeper anchor that holds when the wheels really fall off.
Where would a hope like that come from? What would be different if we lived with that kind of hope?
Hey guys, you realise we're not actually bogged? We're just trapped in one of Sarah's flashback sequences.